Well, hi all my friends, welcome to my channel. This is just going to be basically some comments, and then I'll read the Bible on my next video. So a lot happened right after Trump's inauguration, and I want to just say to people out there, you know, that if you're being confronted by these harassers, rioters, agitators of the extreme left, you know, going to an event or whatever like that, just don't engage them. They are paid people, okay? $2,500 a day they were paid by George Soros. He's a billionaire. He doesn't care. He wants to take down Trump, wants to take down the world. He has disrupted so many countries, including ours, with all of his stupid ideas and wanting a one world order and what have you. And he's a Nazi, okay? He was raised, you know, by Nazis, and even though he's a Hungarian Jew, his father got him out, blah, blah, blah. You could read all about his story. I don't really care. The guy is nuts, all right? And if you are a patriot, nationalist, populist, whatever you're calling yourself these days, great. But don't engage, don't get your blood pressure up over these idiots, you know? They're children, and hey, by the way, the money is going to run out, okay? If Putin could oust him from Russia, Trump can do the same thing, and his entire family. Because we don't need the George Soroses and sons and daughters, nor do we need the Jarrett daughter in the news perpetuating your Chinese socialism, okay, on people. We want real news, you know, like we used to have it back in the 50s and 60s and maybe the 70s. You know, we're tired of all this bullshit, excuse my language, news that we're getting that isn't news. It's just entertainment, infotainment, you know. It has nothing to do with what's really going on. Do we hear about all of the atrocities happening in France and London and Germany? No. Why? Because they don't want you to know that what a screw up they have committed over there. There are tents and people raping and gang raping and jumping on. You think these agitators are bad? You should, you know, be with these Muslim men. And then, okay, so we're not getting the real news there, all right? They ruined France. Yeah, it is. Even people in France, they're going to Russia to get some peace. So thank God for Putin for them. Okay, they're going to Russia to get some peace. They're certainly not going to come here with all these idiots running around. And then you have the Women's March. Oh my goodness gracious. I could not believe these half-brain dead women putting on the hijab, you know, because it's a flag on their head. Do they not realize that that is the antithesis of the opposite of being a feminist? Okay? Look, it's not really funny. They mutilate girls in Saudi Arabia and Iran and elsewhere that they believe in this sharia law. Mutilate them, okay? They oppress them, they beat them, they burn them. If I would have thrown those women out of the march, if anything, okay? And if you wanted to impress me about having a march, you should be marching there, not here, okay? America, we're okay just because your girl didn't win, and thank God she didn't, because she's a liar and a murderer, and she doesn't care about you. Okay, she's not capable. Trump does care about the people. If you listen to his inauguration speech, that's what he said. He hasn't changed. He hasn't put on a bunch of flowery, poetic crap and never do anything about it. Today, he got us out of the TPP. Today. Look it up in the news, okay? Huffington Post had an article on it. I'm sure Breitbart too. And we're getting a lot of rain right now. California is being blessed with the Lord's rain or Harper CERN. I'm not sure. I know the Lord's in charge, so it's, if the Lord's allowing it, then it's, it's meant to be. So I'm so glad for the rain. I've been I have potted plants, and so I'm getting the water out of the plants so they don't drown. But it's been a blessing, because we've, the drought is practically over. We got something like 2-3 inches in one day. So there's been, because of all the fires and everything, there's been a lot of mudslides, rivers are overflown, and so people aren't used to, it's been 5 years, 7 years we've had a drought. And so I'm sure the farmers are, quite, and people are storing they're getting barrels of the water, and which is a smart thing. I can't do it where I'm at because I'm in a place where they don't allow it. But anyway, so this Women's March thing was just, I just can't believe the stupidity of what was said. And these actors and stuff, what is wrong with you? Are you, is it your time? No offense, but I can say this. Look, I'm a woman, I'm gay, and I can say these things, okay? Some of these women need to take medication, or something. They need some hormones. Really, seriously. Just because your guy lost and then you're blaming Trump for it? What is wrong with you? Why don't you blame Hillary? She's the one that messed up. Oh, the logic on these people are just, it's out there. It isn't. They don't have any. I mean, anyway. So that's what I wanted to share with you. Trump is already on the move. One thing though, we as a people, I'm not really happy about how he addressed Hillary and Bill after the inauguration. I'm not happy about how he addressed Comey. It bothers me because somebody has to be held accountable for what has happened. The treasonous acts and the murder and the gun running and trying to overthrow countries, that's got to stop. You were trying to do that because you were trying to make a one world order. Yet you messed everything up so badly. You ruined Europe. And you're going to have to pay the consequences. Okay? A lot of people. Because you've ruined many millions and millions of lives. For what? What did you gain? Nothing. And I hope they throw your ass in jail. I really do. I hope you just, the laws have to be upheld. So, anyway, that's, yeah. Elsewhere, I mean, with Trump, he has told Netanyahu, and Netanyahu's going to come and visit him, that he will move the capital into Jerusalem. And some of the things that I've been reading about and educating myself about when it comes to biblical things I want you to know that 97% of the Jews that are in Israel are not descendants of Abraham, Jacob, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay, they don't have Israelite blood in them. They are actually from Turkey, Russia, Kazakhstan, one of those Stan countries. That's who they are. And they are, some people call them Nazi Jews, but there's a term for it. And they are actually Gentile. So when the Lord, our Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus, as we say it here in America, said that Israel would be run by the Gentiles until the fullness of the Gentiles comes in. The Lord would be lying if he wasn't telling, the truth. And the fullness of the Gentiles has not fully come in yet. And who is running it? It is not who we think. It is the Gentiles. Who are the Gentiles? Okay, those Jews who are not really descendants of Abraham. And the Vatican has much land that they control in Israel. They control Washington, D.C., by the way. They own it. Okay? And they own many, they are wealthy. That's why they're called the Whore of Babylon. If you read Revelation 17, it is the Vatican. And the beast is the Jesuits. The Jesuits are the ones who wrote and made up the Islamic religion. These Jesuit priests are the ones who selected Muhammad, a little dwarf, okay, who thinks that sunshine comes out of women's vaginas, and insists that you must put camel urine on yourself daily, and a bunch of other hogwash, okay? What these Jesuit priests were thinking about, I have no idea. But they took from Christianity, Judaism, Catholicism, and made up this book for them, the Quran. And they wanted them to be an army for the Jesuits, okay? They wanted them to be their army, and they turned on them. They lost control, all right? That is the truth. And they don't want you to know it because they're freaked out because, they think that this is real. They think there's a God called Allah. It's sad, all right? If it wasn't so funny, it's sad for them. And Jesus, Yahushua wants them to get out of Babylon, all right? Get out of the Vatican. Get out of the Jesuits. Get out of them. Stop it. And if you are a Catholic and you know this stuff, get out of that religion and just, worship God and Yahushua in your own way. Yahweh in your own way. Okay? Yahuwah in your own way. I'm still having a hard time saying the correct name. I can't stress enough that, these poor brainwashed people and women, we get free this, free that. Don't you realize you're being oppressed? You're being used. You're not getting anything free, and that's not how God made you. He made you equal. Well, anyway, that's my 2 cents for the day, my little comments, and leave me a like, thumbs up, share, okay? And let's dialogue this. Shed some more light on it. Don't put your light under a bushel. Let it shine. Okay, have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.